Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony. I'm here playing Stardew Valley with my sister Holly, and today we are going to talk about bullying, but not physical bullying. I mean, a little bit of physical bullying as well, but there are other kinds of bullying, and today I want to talk about those as well. So I'm going to bring Holly on and we'll get into it. Okay, hello.
Hello.
Right, so I already did my intro and I already said today we are talking about bullying, but like a different kind of bullying, not just like physical bullying, although we are going to talk about that because of that other situation.
Yeah. Just bullying in general, because bullying comes in a lot of forms.
It does, and I wanted to talk because I never really considered myself as somebody who was like majorly bullied as a kid, but something that happened yesterday made me realize that maybe bullying in a sense affected me more than I realized, because so I had a wedding to go to yesterday, and it was for, can you stop moving? Why is this mouse doing this again? We need more. Do we have hay still or no? I have to go buy hay. If we don't have any. Okay, we do still have some. Anyway, so I had this wedding to go to yesterday, and it has been. It was for somebody who's like a friend, but not like a close friend, not somebody I hang out with regularly. Like, she didn't even know my address. She had to Facebook message me a picture of the wedding invitation and said, "Hey, here's your wedding invitation." And like, it's somebody who I'm friendly with, but not so close that if I hadn't been invited, I would have been even mildly surprised.
Yeah.
But I was still excited to go simply because it has been years since I have been invited to a wedding where I was the guest and not
Officiating?
yeah, and not somebody who's officiating the wedding.
Can I go upgrade my pickaxe?
Oh yeah, we can upgrade it.
Okay.
Do you already have the copper bars?
Oh, is that how you do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we even have any copper bars?
I don't know. I have a copper pickaxe.
Oh, then we need to upgrade it to gold.
Oh, we don't have any gold.
Yeah, we need to go into the mines and get gold in order to upgrade any more than we already are. So maybe we should do some mining today to try to see if we can get down to where we get gold.
Okay.
Let me find
Sorry,
some
on
food
with your
real
story.
quick to stick in my pockets, and then we can go. Food, and food. Okay. I'll start heading to the mines right now. But anyway, so I was excited to go to a wedding simply because I haven't been able to be a guest at a wedding in a very long time. So I actually went the night before to get a new dress, and I ended up going all the way to a store a few towns away twice that night because they no longer had fitting rooms, so you have to just like hope that when you get home it looks good on you. And thankfully Salem is incredibly honest and will tell me if I look like a sack of potatoes in a dress. And so we ended up going back twice, and I finally found a dress that we agreed looked good. Took a shower. Then the next day I spent quite a while on my hair, my makeup, just getting ready. And as I'm like waiting to get ready, because I didn't want to get ready too soon because it was pretty hot out, I noticed on Facebook that the groom had updated his status to married already, but I just assumed that he was eager.
Yeah,
so
just preemptively.
And then, I spend all the time getting ready. The kids come downstairs, they start getting ready. We're getting ready to go out the door, and I don't know what made me decide to open up Facebook again, but suddenly I see a ton of pictures from this wedding, from the ceremony.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, what on earth? How did the wedding already happen? And I'm going to pause my game real quick, Holly, because I'm going to send you screenshots just to, confirm that I'm not a crazy person. And that I really did get a message from this person inviting me to the wedding, and the time really was 3 o'clock that the ceremony started.
Okay.
But somehow this wedding happened way before, because this was like 2:15, because I planned on getting there a half hour early, because I figure for a wedding you should always get there a little bit early, and as a minister I've been to lots of weddings, I know the etiquette. You don't want to get there too early, but you also don't want to be coming in the middle of the vows. So I figured getting there at 2:30 would be perfect. And so I'm like, okay, how did I screw this up so bad? So all I could think is either they changed the time and didn't, I didn't get the memo because I don't spend that much time on Facebook and I just didn't see it because she sent me this invitation months ago.
Yeah.
Or they were trying to do a thing where like they had less people at the ceremony and more people at the reception, which is fine, but like tell me that you're only inviting me to the reception so I'm not over here thinking that I'm late for your wedding and then feel bad. So I ended up not even going because I didn't know how long this wedding had already, I didn't know how long ago it had started. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I felt weird going late if I was supposed to be at the actual ceremony.
Right.
But all that it brought to mind for me, even though I know that this was not done with malicious intent, I know that she didn't invite me to her wedding just to have it at a different time just to spite me. It's literally a picture of the invitation. You can see it. Like, it's the actual invitation. It has the words on it.
Yeah.
I did send it to you, by the way, on Facebook.
I saw it, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you did see it. Yeah. So you see how it says 3 o'clock?
Yeah, it absolutely says 3 o'clock and then dinner at 5.
Yes. So this was at 2:16, and there was already full pictures of the ceremony and like parts of the reception. So all that reminded me of is the time when I was in middle school, and a girl who was a sort of friend but not that close of a friend had invited me to her birthday party, and I went, and I met some of her other friends, and all of those people invited me to the mall like the following weekend, and then I got all ready and they never showed up, and then they called me from the mall and told me that they accidentally forgot me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, which is a very subtle but effective form of bullying. And that's and I know that this is not what she did. She obviously was not. If that's the case, why just not invite me to the wedding? It's not like she hates me. You know what I mean? Like, she invited me to her kid's graduation party. Like, our kids are friends. That's actually what made her and I start talking, like a little more, was our kids became really close friends in high school without us even like realizing until the kid showed up at my house with a group of other kids.
Yeah.
So it's not like she was intentionally snubbing me or doing anything mean to me, and I'm sure that I just somehow missed an update on the time. But in my mind, that's right where I went to. So I literally just I got ready. I was already ready, but the kids and I just went out and did something else. Didn't even end up going to the wedding because I just felt weird about it.
Right.
And that's all I could think about is like, even though that wasn't the situation that happened, like if this hadn't have happened in middle school, I probably would have thought nothing of this and just shown up and been like, whoops, I'm dumb. I forgot, I didn't realize
I missed
the time
something,
change.
yeah.
But instead, my brain automatically went to this middle school instance that happened, and I just didn't feel like going at all after that, and just didn't.
Oh, that's so sad for little Tony.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Current Tony can logic it away, but I'm sad that even
I know
happened.
damn well that if I were to say something to her like, hey, my invitation said 3, she would immediately be like, oh my god,
Right.
But, yeah, it's very strange. I still don't know what exactly happened there to make the time change or how I somehow managed to miss it. But like I said, you can see on the messages that was it May that she invited me or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago that she invited me. So, if the time changed, I just probably didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
Not anything all that major, but still something that, I don't know.
Something that clearly stuck with you more than you realized it did.
Exactly, yeah, because I did not even realize that had stuck with me until this situation happened, and then immediately that's what I started thinking about, and I was like, whoa. Because even at the time when that happened, like, I didn't really fully realize that those kids did it on purpose.
Right.
Which I should have, because the one girl just did not like me.
Okay, so that's very, very similar to a situation when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
There was somebody who had actually been friends with Megan, who, and for anybody listening, was one of my best friends, like in middle school.
Yep.
Um, so this girl had been friends with Megan. They had gone to elementary school together. They grew up together. So I knew her through Megan, even though she didn't go to our school.
Yeah.
And so we were friends. We hung out. We went to her house. We went to like Club X together when that was a thing. And like we were good friends for like a year. And then she started going to our school. But when she started going to our school, she like in 7th grade, she started hanging out with like all these girls who didn't like me. And so I didn't really think anything of it because in my mind, like, who cares if you're friends with people who don't like me? You could still be my friend at the same time, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But she called me one day and started just like asking me like personal questions about things that I mean, it was weird because like they're not things you just come out and like ask people, you know? But
Yeah.
I was like, and I was just like was answering them because this girl had been my friend for a while. And then all of a sudden I hear like giggling and I was like, who is that? And a girl whose name I'm not going to name because like she's not even alive anymore. But was on the other end and was just listening to everything and like laughing at me because they had done a 3-way call, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that's what that reminds me of, like kind of like debating friendship and then like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
Super, super gross.
yeah. So that's definitely something that I guess stuck with me more than I realized. So I wanted to do a video about it today.
Oh,
Because I know
wow.
that you had stuff like that happen in school as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that kind of. That's almost like, I mean, I'm not going to say it's worse than physical bullying, but it's like mental, like, that sticks with you, like,
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
really does. And that was kind of my point is like, yeah, physical bullying sucks, but like you nowadays especially, you get in a lot of trouble at school if you physically bully someone. But this kind of subtle bullying that almost doesn't feel like bullying, we should probably head back out now.
Oh, wow, it's already 11? Okay.
I didn't
I just got a
realize.
diamond.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of like that kind of bullying that you don't really realize is bullying is very like almost shocking when it happens, you know, because like I said, you don't really realize that it's bullying.
Yeah. Okay, it's not letting me go up this ladder again. I hate when it does this. There we go. Oops. Yeah, and that, I actually watched a video about the psychology behind, like the bullying that happens in Stranger Things with Angela to Elle.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And how like it's like almost the subtle bullying is worse because they come off as like sugary sweet and like nice and you know everybody else is like why are you overreacting and it's like bullying that also makes you look kind of crazy but you know that it's happening and nobody else notices, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
Well, other people notice, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah, they don't realize.
it's not super overt bullying.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's it's definitely something that people don't really realize as much until oh god, it's already 1 o'clock. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm like running. Well, not running, but you know, I'm running as much as I can. Robin's still in here just working on her thing.
Oh, good for her.
Okay, I'm in bed. Yeah, well, yeah, sometimes like sometimes I'll find myself getting like really super what's the word? Like defensive about things that don't even involve me. Okay, like for example, well, I don't know, should I tell how much are we going to talk about bullying? Like, are we going to talk about other bullying things that happened?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can talk about anything that involves bullying. I figured we could talk about that one thing with that one person, but without saying, names.
Oh, yep. Well, first I'm going to say something about when I was younger. So when I was younger, I mean, it's not a secret that our mom kind of, mentally checked out for a while after our dad died. So I was not like, I'm just going to say like around 4th grade, I got head lice. And so did my neighbor who lived right next door to me. And we like hung out and, played together every single day. So when, second. So, yeah, that was, I caught that and then she caught it too. And basically, neither of us could fully manage to get rid of it for like a long time. Like we just kept passing it back and forth and it never fully like went away. And
it was not properly taken care of.
Yeah, it wasn't properly taken care of, and it wasn't yeah, it was a problem. And so every single time, like the school would do the head checks. I'm sure that they still do.
They don't. They do not.
No, they don't.
No, okay. Because one time my children got it from the school, knew who gave it to them, and nothing was done about it. And I literally ended up paying $400 to a professional place and just had it taken care of that way.
Okay. Well, look, I got something we needed. You can't put it in there for some reason? Why can't they put it in there? Do I have to actually go to the community center to put things in the thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I could do it like from the menu. I got a solar essence.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So anyway, we went and what would happen, I'm sure everybody listening knows, but I'm just going to say anyway, what would happen is all of the kids would have to line up and, they'd be called down one class at a time and they would get their head checked. And if you had it, then you basically had to march through the classroom, collect your things in the coat room, with everybody staring at you, knowing why you're going home, which is embarrassing for a child. And so it became an issue for me. It was never properly taken care of, and it was passed back and forth between my friend and I. So, like, oh yeah, this bundle's complete. Exciting. So then okay. So then we would, so anyway, it became like kind of a, what is the word I'm looking for? A reputation of mine, to have it. And, I became like the dirty girl and whatever, which sucked because I was, I already had the ripped clothes and poor hygiene and, not cool clothes because we were not wealthy by any means. So it was a lot of fun. And then we ended up, I have some geodes I have to go in a minute. So that became a problem. Well, even the school staff started like making fun of me and teasing me and not letting me, like, I got kicked out of Girl Scouts, which was my favorite thing in the world, because the other moms, some of whom worked at the school, didn't want me around their kids. A lot of those moms told their kids that they weren't allowed to hang out with me anymore. I was treated like I had leprosy. Like, it was not, it was insane. And, it increases my rating. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I just, it was hard on me. And I ended up, so there was even this girl who, like, sat next to me who was always really, really nice to me, and we always got along really well despite, like, everybody else being mean to me. And I remember one time, I came back to school after a few days, of being gone from having lice, and I sat down next to her, and I was like, I said something about, like, being happy to be back or something like that. And she was like, ugh, that makes one of us. And I was like, oh, geez. Like, and then she just kind of, like, scooted her chair over a little bit, like she didn't want to be near me. Yeah. So that's pretty much how I was treated in elementary school. Like, I would get on the bus in the morning, and there were these girls that lived in this very specific neighborhood who were all friends with each other, who were on our bus route, and they would all purposely sit in separate seats so that there wasn't a seat left, and I had to just stand there, like, panicking because I didn't have anywhere to sit, and I wasn't going to ask one of them because they bullied me. So the, like, bus driver would be yelling at me to find a seat while these girls were just staring into my eyes, just, like, daring me to ask one of them so that they could make fun of me and tell me I was, just... It was traumatizing. Like, it was really awful. So anyway, all of that story to say that now every single time someone, like, on a mom's group, I found an ancient artifact. Every time somebody in, like, a mom's group on Facebook or something says something about, like, a kid having lice, or, like, not wanting, just making a comment about, like, a kid who has lice, I automatically get, like, defensive and pissed off, and like, somebody said something about how this girl, one of her daughter's friends keeps getting lice, and she doesn't know how to, like, handle it. And a bunch of people were like, you need to call CPS. You need to call CPS right now.
Wow.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like, well, that's clearly neglect. And I'm like, I just wanted to punch them. You know what I mean? Because, like, if somebody had called CPS on us and, like, gotten me taken away from mom, that would have been the most horrible thing that anybody could have done to me. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly neglected as a kid, but it doesn't matter. Like, in the long run, taking me away from my mom would have been worse.
Yep, definitely.
So yeah, I just, like, it's affected me a lot in that way, where, like, I'm like, I give parents a lot of, like, leniency when it comes, as long as they're not, like, actually harming their children, or, like, straight up not feeding, or, you know what I mean, like, actual neglect. But I give moms a lot of wiggle room for not being perfect, basically.
Right.
Where do I donate artifacts again?
The museum.
Where's the museum?
I just went to it.
Is it the Purple House?
No, it's green. Hurry,
It's
because it
green.
closes at 6. It's all the way down, like, past town over the stone bridge.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time, but... So yeah, that's how that's affected me. And then there was a little bit of bullying in middle school, but I actually did a pretty good job at, not letting that affect me and kind of deflecting it, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get there on time at all, so I'm just gonna donate it tomorrow. Yeah, so that's my personal experience with bullying. Although I did have a friend who bullied me a fair amount. In middle school. Yeah, well, it's the same one that stole my boyfriend and all that. She wrote me a big. Do you remember when she wrote me that big long letter telling me just everything that was wrong with me and why people didn't like me? And
yes,
she said she was doing it for my own good because she wanted to be a real friend.
Do you remember how much I hate this girl?
Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, so yeah, that was
Even now, when I see her comment on people on Facebook and they, like, say nice things about her, I want to be like, actually, but I don't.
Yeah. It's hard to explain our relationship because it's complicated.
Yeah.
I definitely don't expect other people to like her or understand it or not think I'm insane for still associating with her at all.
Yeah, her and I are not besties.
Um, I am not. Once again, my ex is not working and not letting me into things. Okay.
Oh my god.
So anyway, now we can move on to the other thing. This thing pisses me off more than any of my own bullying ever
Yeah.
did.
So, without.
Are we just gonna go to bed?
No. Without, using names, because there are minors involved,
Yep.
there is a situation currently going on in which someone is being very, very bullied over a boy. And it is so stupid.
Bullied is even like a mild way to put it.
Yeah, and when I say bullied, I mean physically assaulted, threatened with weapons, stalked, harassed. Like, there are criminal charges being pressed against several people involved, which is another reason why I'm not using names, and don't you either.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm talking to Lucas. I'm talking to Lucas.
Oh, okay.
I know you wouldn't. Talking to Luke because he happened to,
I was like, damn, Tony.
he happened to walk up.
Really went into older sister mode there for a second.
No, I went into mom mode. I didn't want. No, you absolutely are not.
It's mine.
It's actually not.
Whose is it?
Isn't it Salem's?
Who gave it to me?
Okay, well, still, no. I will help you figure something out with it later, but it's not going to be that, and it's not going to be you doing it.
I have to deliver an amethyst to somebody.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember.
Wanna go
who.
do
I
that?
just got the thing, too. But yeah, so somebody in our life is being very, very, and like, so this is all over a boy, which is stupid enough already.
Yep.
And the thing that gets me is the mother of. Sorry, I don't know if this fan is too loud, so I'm just gonna turn it off. I know it's very hot in here. The mother of the child doing the bullying
Is participating.
is participating. Not only
Not
is
even
this-
just supporting.
Yeah, not only is this mother, taking her child to go and, do the bullying, but literally held a 15-year-old child's hair while her child beat up this other child.
Yep.
This woman is in
It's
her 40s.
so disgusting. Yeah. She's absolute trash.
And I am just horrified by this. So, yeah, that is not one of my children. It is not one of Allie's children. But it is someone else in our lives. And we are not thrilled about this situation. And
Wait, there are a lot of rewards here at the museum.
Really?
Yeah. That we can collect. I'm gonna collect them.
Okay. What are they?
Sorry, go on. Cauliflower seeds, melon seeds, standing geode, which you already have, cauliflower seeds, a sloth skeleton, a drum block, painting, two
You're
paintings.
just getting all of the rewards
didn't
that
know.
I already collected.
I did not know that they were there.
Yeah,
I didn't know
they're just
they
giving
were a
them
thing.
to you as well. Like, you get them along with me.
Also, it looks like you already donated this drum.
Yeah, I probably did. It'll
So-
say that Gunther, like when you look at it, it'll say on it that Gunther can tell you more about it if it still needs to be donated. If it
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
say that, then that means that it does not
Yeah.
need to be.
Donated. Okay. Well, cool then. Sorry, go on. Yeah, we're both extremely angry about this because, like, this is, somebody close to us and somebody who absolutely, like, this poor girl is so targeted all the friggin' time. Because, I don't know.
I
Well, okay,
it's
it's it's so unnecessary to threaten violence against somebody. You know, like these kids who she ends up around are just like, I don't even know. But anyway, the point is that I think that I think that targeting somebody this heavily over a boy is,
Ridiculous.
I don't know, ridiculous. Yeah, it's too much, and especially since this little girl's boyfriend is getting involved.
Yeah.
How does that
That's
make
the
any
thing
sense?
that gets me is, okay, so you are upset that this girl supposedly stole your boyfriend. Which, okay, sure. You don't like a girl because she stole your boyfriend. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to like her.
Yeah.
But number one, keep your hands off of her. And number two, why is your boyfriend mad too? He's like,
Yeah.
hey, give my girlfriend back her boyfriend?
Yeah, I don't
We want to
understand.
share him? Like, you do you, I guess, but like, do you even know why you're fighting this girl, little boy? Like, do you know why you're threatening this 15-year-old child with a gun? Do you have a clue
Yeah.
why? Because it's because she stole your. I don't even know if she stole him or if they just are dating.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's just this chick's ex. I'm pretty sure it's just this little girl's ex.
Yeah.
So, but also, like, okay, if, oopsie, stop it. So, like, if this, okay, how old is this little girl that is targeting her?
I'm
too?
pretty sure that she's the same age as them. She might be a year older.
Okay, so then how old is her boyfriend that he has a gun?
He's older.
Yeah.
But then again,
what
the
I
girl
thought.
might also be a little bit older too because this person tends
Yeah, I guess if she were even like a year or two older, she would be. It wouldn't be that abnormal for her to date somebody who could buy a gun, but
Yeah, and the person that is being bullied does tend to date older
right.
people, so could
Yeah.
very well be that they're all a little bit older than her.
Well, and how does her boyfriend, like, how is he doing anything? Like, is he dealing with the situation at all himself, or?
I don't know because I don't get a lot of the details. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we mostly just get the drama. We don't really get the
Yeah, the
full
big details.
because I have to talk to the subject themselves, and they will tell me all the details. But
Yeah. Well, and I, like, yeah, because I ask all the time, like, I'll be like, hey, like, is anything developing with this, or like, is anything happening, like, legally with this? Because I never get any like updates unless I ask for them.
yeah, well, and I need to wait until I see the person in question because I know that they'll give me full details because I always do.
Yeah.
They're very good about giving me very good details about stuff when I ask. And even if I don't ask and I just get to hear about it. That's how I even knew that it was happening to begin with, is when I went to that game.
Yeah.
I got all the tea.
And like, the fact that this, because I knew, like, I knew those girls growing up.
Mhm.
The ones who, like, would literally, like, you could walk past them on the street and glance at them, and they'd be like, what are you looking at? Like, get all aggressive and, like, angry with you and, like, want to fight you. Like, there's actually somebody who, ended up punching Melissa.
Really?
One of my old best friends. Yeah, right in the face. She didn't even do anything. We were walking uptown, and she walked past and looked at her as we were walking by her, and this girl was just like, what, do you have a problem? And Melissa was like, no, why would I have a problem? And she, like, approached her all aggressively, and Melissa was like, get out of my face, and this girl just punched her in the face, just for no reason.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was insane. Like, some people are just absolutely unhinged, and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
See?
That is crazy. I did not know that happened, but I'm not surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
People can be.
Oopsie. I'm not Yeah, but like, what has to go so wrong in somebody's life that you become the kind of person who would literally fight a child or help your child fight a child?
I don't know. Like, I don't know the mom that well, but from what I've been told, that's just her, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just,
Yeah.
it's very messed up to me. Like, that's a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I
That's
am
literally
sorry. I don't care who dates my daughter or son's exes, or who dates my niece or nephew's exes, or who dates my exes.
No. Yeah, like I literally don't even care who. I could still be completely in love with somebody, but if they moved on from me, then okay.
I am
Like-
certainly not going to go beat up someone who's dating them.
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. I feel like you have to be like I feel like there has to just like truly be something wrong with you. Because I think that you just want to inflict pain on somebody, you just
Yeah.
like you're just somebody who really just wants to hurt someone for one reason or another because you're just unstable.
Exactly. You just super enjoy
Like, it's some
drama
fucking
or
therapy.
something.
Yeah. Like that's the whole thing is like you only want to cause harm to others if there's something wrong with you. Like if there's something, because otherwise you don't want to hurt people. That's just not like a natural thing.
Exactly.
Or, if they've done something to you that actually like,
It blows my mind that you're gonna go after a child.
yeah.
Like, that's the thing that gets me is you're a mother, and this is a 15-year-old.
Yeah, do you know what a good mother would do in that situation? They would tell their child, what?
Oh, go ahead.
They would tell their child to move on and, find somebody else because that relationship wasn't for them and that has nothing to do with the current girlfriend and to
Essentially
leave her
tell your
alone.
kid to get over it.
Yeah, like, just, like, there's no reason to be angry at this random girl who your ex is now dating. She didn't do anything to you.
Yeah. And that
But
is
instead,
your child's ex, for that matter.
horrible, trashy pieces of human garbage. Ugh.
It's just,
And, like,
it's shocking.
they think that they're, like, somehow, like, being a good mom, sticking up for their kid, ride or die, like, it's so pathetic.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like we could probably end this video here and move on to the next subject.
Okay.
But I just, I really wanted to talk about that particular situation.
Yeah.
So, alright, I'm going to do my outro real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, so thank you for listening to that, or watching. Well, I don't know, I said listening. I guess if you just close your eyes and listen, then thank you for listening. But thank you for watching. This was about bullying, so if you are being bullied in any way, I am sorry. Hopefully somebody can do something about it, or, I don't know, like it's terrible. Bullying is the worst, and clearly it sticks with you even when you don't realize it. And if you're the one bullying someone, especially if you're doing it in the passive-aggressive way that we were just talking about, stop. Don't do it. And apologize. Thanks for watching. Bye.